It literally just dawned on me that because I work from home and I have worked from home for so many years, I don't even know what I look like sometimes because I mean, I know what I look like because I look the same way I looked yesterday and the day before. Technically, yeah. But my point is, I don't really even use the mirror. Yeah, there I go doing it again. Having my face to the side. It's because I'm holding this. I finally was gifted with a tripod, one of these nice tripods that hold the phone, and it has a ring light around it. So you'd think I would start using it. But the thing is, I'm sitting outside, just came up with an idea and turned the camera on. Of course, you're hearing all the street noises because this is my favorite place to sit as I am in this place and in this season. I like this little pumpkin thingy. It's beginning to feel like Thanksgiving. Couldn't figure out what to say. Yeah. So, yeah, you're wondering, what is this thing? This is a smoker. And if I were to tell you, the day after we arrived, we're staying with a wonderful couple, friends for years. And the day after we got here, Sunday morning, the smoker came out. And by the time we got back from church, there was chicken and ribs going in the smoker. Now, my friend, the male, the husband of the couple, is a chef. And I told him, especially after I settled in to get into my ribs, he said, he was asking, how is it? And the taste was just as good as the first time he had smoked ribs for me. Way back in, I don't know, 2014-ish maybe. And I said to him, listen, from the day I had your smoked ribs, that became the gold standard for ribs. And I have gone to all of the different places. Well, not all of the different places, but for all the places I've been to. And I do have a video because we had some really good ribs when I met with one of my business development managers in Orlando. Yeah, that was good. But yeah, I use his ribs as the gold standard because it is so good. And he has committed to me the next time you notice I included myself. The next time we are doing ribs, next time we're smoking, I'm gonna do a video. It's gonna be a pretty long video because I've seen on Food Network how the smoking happens, but it's different when you're watching it on TV to when you're seeing it live, particularly when it's all contained in this one apparatus here right on the porch. So yeah, so from the seasoning to the smoking to the resting, yeah, you would hear them say to rest the meat, but it does not really have the same effect until you are in the presence of a chef and he's doing all of that. So it was so good. And this was not supposed to be about the smoker, but hey, what can I tell you? Spontaneity, that's what I'm being, spontaneous. But I must tell you, from the collard greens, and honestly, I have had collard greens not many times, but enough to know I didn't like it because it was always too chowy. It was always so overcooked, and the watery liquid, I just didn't understand it. And the bacon, the little bit of bacon, it was like boiled to silliness. And I was like, why do people go crazy over this? So I said it to him. I said, yeah, you're getting excited that we're gonna have collard greens and we're gonna have mashed potatoes or potato salad and coleslaw and cornbread, and what else did we have? And of course, we had the chicken, the smoked chicken, and the smoked ribs. But I don't think I'm gonna be too excited about the collard greens. Can I tell you? Now I know what collard greens are supposed to taste like. It was so good I could have it just by itself. As a matter of fact, when the meal was finished, I started to think about different ways to repurpose the collard greens in a soup, in a stir fry. And I've just been using up these collard greens because you know how it is. You make a large batch, that meal is over. And here in North America in particular, you know, the food goes into the fridge and apparently it stays into the fridge until maybe it's no longer in the fridge. You know where it goes, right? So my friend and I, we've been talking about how to repurpose leftovers. I think I became very good at that during the pandemic. I was decent enough at repurposing leftovers, but necessity is the author of creativity. And so I have done repurposing in a way that it has become almost a fine art. And so, yeah, I don't necessarily know if I need to always be focusing on this wire and the smoker. But yes, so we've been repurposing the collard greens, and she's like blown away because she's like, man, you gotta teach me how to repurpose the way you have been repurposing food. And the truth about it, it's just trial and error. And you know, that's the other thing that I've learned with food. You don't have to be perfect to have good food. You just need to know what flavors come together, and it's taste as you go. I remember again too, I was watching Food Network, and what's his name? His name is in my head. You know, the one who is Hell's Kitchen's chef, Ramsay, Chef Gordon Ramsay. You know, and he was having a fit because in one of the competitions, the person hadn't tasted as they went along, and he was like, how on earth can you cook and not taste? So yeah, so that was that about food. Now I've totally lost my train of thought as to why I started out making this video, but you know how it is. Sher has lots to say. And so if it's from dining, cooking, traveling the world, kicking back and doing absolutely nothing, which incidentally, that is one of my superpowers. I don't normally share that. So you are getting some very, very interesting information. I say that because there are these birds, cardigans, I hope that's the right name. They're these small birds just outside. My friends have a feeding area for the birds, and it's like a whole swarm of them have come in, and I don't know how to turn the camera to show them to you. Can I turn the camera? I'll just turn the camera around. Let's see if you see them. Can you see them? Not sure if you can see the birds. Probably not a good shot, but yeah, these wonderful little birds. I enjoy sitting out here and watching them, but it's been a bit chilly, so it's been the first time for a while, first time for this visit, that I've seen so many of them come around. But of course, there's just so much beauty in nature and so much to enjoy. So this is me, kind of just sitting here thinking, doing nothing, and thought I would come on and say hi. And we have now launched into a wonderful talk about repurposing leftovers. Let me know, what are your thoughts on it? Are you any good at it? Do you think you can get better? Is there room for is there room for improvement? Oh, we can talk a little bit more about that. But until I see you in the next video, ciao for now.